Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Loud Dispatch. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the adventure, folks.
Hello, and welcome to Loud Dispatch. Hello,
Hey,
all you
everybody.
loudies out there.
Hi.
How's it going? Welcome. We haven't seen you in a while.
No.
It's been so long, ever since the Steelers were in the Super Bowl and won. And
Yeah, I gave up on him, guys.
yeah, I'm Cheech. This is Mark.
Hi, everybody.
And today we have on a special guest, Mr. Josh Rocker. Clap it up!
Rocker.
Clap it up! Now, Josh,
Studio audience.
if I may, my first question is Rocker your real name? Because that's too hard.
Yes.
Damn!
I dig it. I'm trying to think of
Damn!
what your first name should have been.
Heavy.
Hard. You know what I mean? Oh, this is my son, Hard Rocker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you ever have another kid, you gotta name him something like that.
Hard, yeah. Hard Rocker.
Yeah, I tried a lot of those names already. It's not.
It doesn't work?
Going.
My last name's Candello, so it's like I want to do Marshmallow Candello. That's about all I got.
I got nothing on
Marshall Mellow Candello.
mine. Oh, piss score. There's a lot that you can do with the first
There is a lot you
alphabet.
could do with that, actually. That's kind of like makes me think of a He-Man character. I am Piscor.
Hey, while we're at it, we should talk about some people here.
Yeah.
Our friends here at LighterBro.
LighterBro.com.
LighterBro.com. What's the code? Loud.
Code loud.
Code loud.
20%.
It's back on.
So anyways, yeah, we check out LighterBro.com. Code loud. 20% off. Fat ass glass off. We also want you to check out Buddy Bandana. TheBuddyBandana.com.
Yep.
You could buy matching swag for you and your pet.
Yep.
All the proceeds benefit sheltered animals.
They
we
do.
We all and they appreciate your patronage.
Yes.
So
yes.
now that we got the business out of the way,
the business.
cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey,
Cheers.
my man's
Hey, look.
drinking the good shit here.
Yeah,
you know?
Josh
we
just-
didn't actually
listen.
touch for Corona reasons.
Yeah. Listen, Josh is not to be fucked with. All right, like he's
I wouldn't
a
fuck
man.
with him.
He's actually an international man of mystery.
You've heard of Black Ops? Well, he did Purple Ops.
Look. I recently found out that this man doubles as Logic, the rapper.
Oh, you do need glasses to do it.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, but yeah, he does. He doubles.
I
as,
saw a comparison. It's true.
Yeah, Logic and G-Eazy, which is weird. I don't even know how people they're like, G-Eazy, what are you doing in Pittsburgh all the time? And you're like,
Cocaine.
that was a good response.
That was great. Yeah. He was lying.
Yeah. Obviously.
We don't condone drugs.
But we do have a series of questions that we'd like to ask you, if we may. We are we're a Pittsburgh-based podcast.
So here's what I'm thinking. So first of all, for you loudies, we want to change the format of the show to be more of what you want.
What you're looking for.
Let us know. We're going to try some things out in the next, few months, different episodes. We're going to try some different things. If you like it, let us know. If you think it sucks, let us know. We don't, you're not going to hurt our feelings.
We're going to try some things.
We're experimenting with our content. And so we're going to try something here, but I was thinking in the middle of this, we could do some of the news stories.
Absolutely.
So that this will be,
Yeah.
So we're going to try it. You let us know if this works or not.
We're going to throw in a couple of questions here and there, and then we got a couple of news stories that we want to bring up to you.
I'll tell you what else. We always do this at the end of the episode, but none of you pay attention. I will buy a lighter, bro, for the first person who gets 10 more people to like us or follow us.
Oh, did you hear that?
Did you?
Did you?
Did you hear it now? One
I'll
lighter, bro,
I'll tell
for
you
the
what.
first person to get 10 additional people.
I will do the exact same thing.
Ooh.
I will do the exact
Josh?
same thing.
No, I'm kidding. So anyways, that's what's out there. It's at the beginning of the show this time, not at the end.
Yeah.
But
so
it's still
for
past
real.
the average listen mark.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. I don't know where we're at, but we're somewhere in there.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, so Josh, couple of questions here. You're from Pittsburgh, correct?
I am.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
All right.
All right. Spent some time out of town, but that's all right. We'll forgive you.
It's allowed.
Yeah. What's the most Pittsburgh thing that you personally do? Think about it.
I'm gonna think of my own too.
I think I use the word gum band too much, or buggy.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Buggy.
Gum band and buggy.
Not too much.
Yeah.
You're saying use it a lot, but
Yeah.
that's not too. There's never too much.
Yeah, it's just a good bit. It's
Yeah.
an accurate amount.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Mine is I like ketchup on way too much stuff.
Ooh, you know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and just say
Like eggs. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Like, but the thing is, though, is that like I use a lot of ketchup, but I am so partial to like Heinz.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't
Like-
even. They don't. The other stuff is like they call it something different.
Fancy
Even
sauce.
fancy sauce, you know.
Yeah,
What the fuck
something
is?
like that.
What's a fucking fancy sauce? Get the hell
What is
out
so
of here.
fancy about it, really?
Like, if you're wearing like a tuxedo, you don't want to be eating ketchup
like-
and shit. But
It's
like,
vinegar and tomatoes, and the only way to make it right is to believe that that's just simple stuff.
Yeah,
Heinz,
yeah.
we love you. All right, so in the middle, so here's the next segment. We're gonna read some news stories here.
news stories.
News. This is news from around the world. So the first story we have here.
Yeah, Josh, you're not privy to this. This is the first episode we're doing this on, so please feel free to give
I want
your
to see
input.
where this is actually located, if I could find it. There's all kinds of shit loading. Oh, it's like northern Madagascar. All right.
Northern Madagascar.
This chameleon may be the world's tiniest reptile, but its genitals are huge. Scientists studying.
Tell me when to stop.
I think it's bigger, dude. I mean, it's a tiny little reptile, but apparently it's got a donkey ding.
Oh man.
So the scientists studying an extraordinarily small chameleon species, Brookesia nana, have learned an intriguing fact.
Wow, what is that?
While the male of the species might be the smallest reptile in the world, it has disproportionately large genitals.
What?
Yeah, we'll put this up on the Facebook page too, so you guys can also. I'm not going to read the whole damn thing to you guys, but it's pretty interesting, and they actually have a little picture of its big dinghy. You guys, I don't know if you saw that. Like, I mean, it's still a small dinghy, but it's a portion of it.
Josh, what's your take on that?
Yeah.
Just looking
This
at
Mark
that.
Schurz guy, I guess, is one of the authors of the study, so he studies penis.
Yeah, I mean,
It's kind of
that's what
ugly.
it's kind of what I thought. Going to medical school was. Aren't you supposed to study?
Study penis.
Like Penis 101.
Wait, what's it say about island dwarfism? Scientists have speculated that the remarkable size of these reptiles may be due to island dwarfism.
Interesting.
The belief that creatures living on islands such as Madagascar evolved to be smaller to make up for lack of resources.
Oh, that's like
This. So when I picked this story, I thought it was a lot funnier. I'm sorry.
It's not. It's like a
It's
regular.
tiny though.
It is tiny, but it has like a. It is very tiny.
I'm gonna post this shit right now so you guys
it's
can
like,
see it.
It's like a big dick, but not because it's a tiny dick.
Yeah, it's weird.
Josh,
I don't understand why that was important.
Pertinent information.
No, not pertinent information. I think it is. I think people, but I just don't know why that was like something that was imperative. Like we have I don't know, a pandemic and we have everything else going on, and this doctor's like, what? I wonder how big a gecko's dick is.
This tiny gecko. I wonder if its dick is proportionally the same or bigger than a human's.
No, you know what it was? He was thinking like, I got a bigger dick than a gecko. I clearly got a bigger dick than a gecko. Like, come on now. Like, somebody put him down with that. Like
I'll show her.
Yeah, I'll show her. She means nothing to me.
I got a small dick. Well, geckos have a small dick.
Geckos have a tiny
Look at
penis.
how- And then he was like, oh, shit. This dude is like John Holmes style. What is going on here?
I'm figuring out how to post this. Hang on. Okay.
Well, while he does that, I'm going to ask you another question here. Josh, name one Pittsburgh thing that you didn't realize that you do that's very Pittsburgh.
This is episode 28, right? Sorry.
Yes, this is episode 28. by
All
the
right,
way.
yeah.
Yeah. One Pittsburgh thing that you do that you didn't realize that you did was a Pittsburgh thing. Or just like assumed everybody did it. And it was only a Pittsburgh thing. Give you a second to think
I got
about that.
one. Okay.
Be an asshole in traffic.
Oh, that's an interesting point. Yeah, there's actually like the Pittsburgh like mug, like where
The
you
mean
like,
mug.
the mean
Or
mug,
the,
yeah.
the Pittsburgh left too.
Oh, that's a big
Pittsburgh
one.
left,
See,
yeah.
I intentionally
Yeah.
don't do that because I think that's
Yeah.
just such a dick thing in general.
It is
you know?
kind of a dick thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
I'll
when
try
I
and
see-
hit people that do it to me, so just
But-
beware.
But
yeah,
I do.
actually was gonna say I try to go straight. Like
Yeah.
whenever I see someone, you can always tell who it is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're always
Yeah,
the
it's
person
me.
that like they inch a little bit forward and they kind
You
of
see it coming. Yep.
They
Yep.
kind of test you because there you have to pull forward a little bit too to let them know that you mean business.
I don't
That's
do
how you
that though.
kinda-
I just stare at them. I just stare at them. Or I'll stare at the light. I won't even pay attention to them. I'll just stare at the light. And there's people that'll go. They'll see
Yeah.
you coming. They're like, whoa, run. You're like, all right, that's cool. And then there's people that stop. Oh, shit. You didn't see this coming?
Right,
You weren't playing for this?
Right. Like you're in Pittsburgh.
Get
like,
off the fucking road.
First off, all of our street signs are fucking confusing as shit. Like,
Most of them are giant, but some of them are tiny.
yeah, like you got like hidden ones that are super important because you have to merge in like 4 seconds. Like, but like you have to go over 3 lanes of traffic to get to the lane that you need to go into.
That was a
Otherwise,
good
you're going
answer.
to a different like, dude. Yeah, and like so.
We'll do the 4-pit bridge one day. We'll actually take a drive and we'll video the
Dude,
drive. And because
dude.
we're all seasoned Pittsburghers, so we know
Yeah.
how to navigate it. But
The
if you're from
tunnel
out of the city,
monsters. You got to watch out for the tunnel monsters, man. Like, no.
No. What the
Dude,
fuck
the
you
tunnel
tunnel
monsters.
monsters?
Dude, everybody talks about the tunnel monsters because whenever you get to the tunnels, everybody would assume that you just continue speed, right? Like that's what you're supposed to do. But everybody sees the tunnels and they're like, fuck!
Yeah.
And then they start to like slow down, and it's like
That is the only reason. No, let's not do it because I have a whole episode worth of Pittsburgh shitty engineering to go over. Let me, for example, everybody who's not from the city, look up the Squirrel Hill interchange on 376.
Oh, dude.
A blind guy had to fucking engineer this. You don't enter before you let people exit in a very busy spot. That's all I'm going to
horrible.
say. Anyways,
It's horrible.
I like that answer. That was good. That was
Yeah.
a good answer.
Yeah, like I'm sure that there is shit that like in other cities and like other towns that like are, crazy bullshit, but like, man, Pittsburgh has some weird fucking shit. Our whole city is designed in a giant triangle, just in case you didn't
Yep.
know.
and it's all one way.
And
It's
it is
all one way.
Think about that. Think about that. You're like, oh, I just need to get to this street.
You need to get a block over. You still got to go up 17 blocks, make the
Yeah.
left there,
And then
and then come down the other street.
Because
Yeah.
that's the only way it works. Like, and if you miss that turn,
Another 17 blocks before you can make
yep,
another left.
Yep, and
you know?
good luck with parking, man. Like, they will tow you so quickly.
Oh, the
in
chair.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Nobody wanted the chair yet.
Yeah, and Josh
You know?
is showing you that the chair's durability is amazing.
Not only will it hold your parking spot, it will hold your
Is
ass.
that shot at my weight?
No. I was going to ask your take on the chair. What do you feel about the Pittsburgh chair? Is it nice? Is it
Comfortable.
This is the officially licensed one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good casting chair.
Ooh, casting chair. Okay.
So if we
I
don't
like
start
it.
making money soon, we might have to get into that.
I'm telling you, can we do it like a reverse way or something?
I mean, maybe.
We'll just show you stuff all day long.
Ah,
until
come on in
pass
and you
us
sit in
out.
my seat. I'm going to sit over here. I'll take my clothes off. No, don't run.
It's a giant rug. I need you to comb it.
Did you pay on the way in?
Oh, that's terrible. That's not. Oh, okay. All right. So here's another one for you.
I want to point out my Mud Dogs football jersey. The Mud Dogs. That's
From the Bourbon Bowl.
from the Bourbon Bowl. And 50th anniversary, they won the Bourbon Bowl. The Mud Dogs. Okay, go ahead.
No. Fair enough. What's it say on the back?
It's got the player's name.
With
Number 9, Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
I don't know if any of you guys remember Bobby Boucher. He was the best defensive player in NCAA.
And never allowed to play football.
Because the women are the devil.
Women are the devil.
Vicky Vanacore.
I mean, it's kind of hard. I kind of like
Yeah,
it.
yeah. $20.
Did you see that? Did you see that dude? It's a linebacker or something from somewhere. I can't remember what NFL team he went to, but he said that Bobby Boucher was his inspiration.
I know who you mean, but I can't think of who he is. Yeah.
Think of his name.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Water boy,
Water
inspiring
sucks.
people.
Gatorade is better. We don't want a copyright for using this stuff, so we'll move on.
Yeah. But for real, check it out if you haven't. Josh, what is your favorite thing about Pittsburgh? Lay it on me. Your absolute favorite thing. It's deep. It's deep. Something, and I'll even let you go as far as to say like it can be like try to make it something that's like non-touristy, like something that you really
something
enjoy.
that
you
only us
really
locals
enjoy.
would know.
Yeah.
That is a tough one because I'm trying to think of this too. Do you have an answer? You're the one that wrote these down. Did you think of anything?
Yeah, actually.
What's your answer? Go ahead. While we're thinking.
There's one which I feel bad because I have not yet taken my wife to experience, but Jim's hot dogs, like
Where in Javesburg?
yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
Like,
good shit.
dude. Amazing hot dogs, and it's like that's something that you can only get around here. Like
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like Chicago's known for hot dogs. You know what I
Sure,
mean? Like,
right.
You go to you get a Chicago dog. It's
But listen to me. I'm not
No.
disagreeing with you
yeah.
by any means.
Well,
What
remember
I'm
Dormont
saying-
dogs? Did you ever go to Dormont dogs?
No,
they were great
no.
too. Great too.
But I'm just saying that would be
Yeah,
fine. You
that's
asked.
a good one. No, I appreciate it. I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying I
Because
disagree.
it just feels
I'm
like
just
you're
saying.
shitting on me a little bit, bro. Like, are you
I
shitting
mean,
on me,
God,
bro?
my stomach's been hurting, dude.
All right, man. Well, that's what you gotta
No,
say,
no,
man.
no,
Look,
no.
look,
I ain't
hey,
shitting on you.
hey, come here.
I ain't shitting
Come
on
here,
you.
come
I
here.
love
Put
you,
it there.
baby.
Put it
I
there.
love you.
All right. All right. Back
I mean,
to where
one
we're
of
at.
mine would be like I'd have to say that one is very typical, but Permanis. You know what I mean? Like it's one of
That's
my
too
favorite
typical.
things.
No,
I know.
no. Try again.
I know. Do you have
Josh, go ahead.
I think if I had to think of something that was kind of like my favorite,
Sure.
it would be Kennywood.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, and why would you say that? What is it? Just nostalgia, or is there like certain rides that you're like, man, I can't wait to take my kids on this? Like, what is it?
I mean, for me,
Nostalgia
it's kind
for me.
Yeah, it's nostalgia. It's kind of nostalgia, and like wow, I never thought that I'd be like living the day where I took my kids on on one of those rides. You know what I mean?
Right.
But some of those same rides, but I mean, they're changing a lot, but they have to. But
Yeah.
I think Kennywood would be my answer because that is Pittsburgh only. There's no other Kennywood.
No,
No,
you're right. You're
no.
right.
There's other like parks in different towns, and like we ain't shitting on anybody else, but like Kennywood.
Oh, I am. Those all suck.
Bro, you ever been to a Six Flags? You know
No,
what
I've
you're
never been to
talking
anything
about.
other than
Yeah, see,
Kennywood,
that's what I'm
actually.
talking
So
about. Yeah.
y'all can fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, mine is the roads of Pittsburgh. Where else in the world do you find such twisty, turny, cobblestoney, like there's still wooden
potholey.
roads in Pittsburgh. There's still wooden roads in the
are.
city.
Yep.
That
Yep.
like
Yep.
Some
they-
people still ride horses to work, and
Yeah,
it's crazy.
no.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, so there's an area in the city that has a wooden. It's one more cul-de-sac. It has a wooden street, and they won't let anybody tear it up and repave it. Like that's what they want. And if you go to like Castle Shannon and Mount Lebanon, there's a lot of cobblestone roads still and brick roads. But beyond that,
Yeah.
like traveling down from Mount Washington, or even just the tunnels and the bridges and the way the roads snake and the
Dude,
little
it's
side
so
roads and stuff.
crazy.
It's the way that this city was built, especially the suburbs. They were built on horse and cart paths. That's how old the city is. There were no roads. It was just people dragging carts on horses.
It's true.
Wherever they could get the horse to go. And that's how the roads were kind of formed, a lot of them. And that's what's so amazing. And you go to other big cities and they're surrounded, like the whole city is surrounded by highways. So you could just zip here, zip there. Pittsburgh, they actually snake through the city And like, there's
All the
nothing
way.
like you can't go
All the
around
way.
the city necessarily. You go through it all the time, and it's
You
just a
have no
very
choice.
uniquely built city with the rivers and the roads and the hills and the valleys
bridges.
and the flooding we get and stuff. Like I hate it all. Like when I'm trying to get home from work and it takes me 3 hours because everything's flooded out.
Yeah.
But it is such a unique aspect of Pittsburgh.
It is.
You know, so that's what I would say it is.
It is.
That or the
It is.
people and just the amount of like blue collar motherfuckers. You know, I just love them. So
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
I break for shoe fly pie.
Mark, why don't you bring up another story?
A news story.
A news story. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
from
this
around the world.
This time we have cactus news.
Oh, dude. Okay, so I already read this one, Josh. I want to get your reaction on this.
This is amazing.
Ridiculous.
This is amazing.
This is
So,
ridiculous.
New Zealand sentenced cactus smuggler caught with 947 plants strapped to her body.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
I will repeat that. A New Zealand sentences a cactus smuggler caught with 947 plants strapped to her body.
Holy shit!
First of all, is there such thing as cactus smuggling? What the fuck?
There's so many questions in one.
Just in the headline.
Josh,
947 strapped to her body.
what are your thoughts on the headline so far? Where do you think the story is going?
I mean, I
How
don't
many
know where-
cactus smugglers do you know?
3 actually. I can't say their names. No, but my first reaction is only 947. Like you couldn't make it even 900.
Couldn't make it 950 at this point, right?
Does your body max out at 947? I mean,
Right,
that's
right.
kind of
Now,
you know.
do you think she was like really fat and like tucked them into places,
Bro,
or
it has to be, right? Like, has to be.
947 plants?
Bro, that's so
You,
much body
you can
space.
only imagine that they're small plants, right? You're talking
Yeah.
tiny little cactuses
I
at
mean,
this
see,
point.
that's where the media, like, you know, goes wrong. They always report this stuff, but they never say, like, you know, like they should have said, like, you know, the average cactus was, you know, 5
Yeah, right,
inches.
Right.
It says the little sub headline says it's a prickly situation. Love that writing,
Love
guys.
news puns, man.
New
I
Zealand
love
authorities have sentenced a woman who tried in 2019 to smuggle nearly 1,000 cacti and succulents into the country strapped to her body.
it. Why? Why? I mean, I get it. Money.
Are they
but
worth a
like-
lot of money? No, I mean, really, like, I'm sorry. I've never had somebody offer me illegal cacti before.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like there should be a picture of this too. Like, did she like make it a shape of her body, or like?
The woman, Wang King Lee, 38, pleaded guilty to violating biosecurity laws after she was caught twice with plants and seeds at Auckland International Airport when returning home to the city from China.
What the hell is biosecurity?
So here's something else. Like, we're whittling it down now. Plants and seeds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could probably glue 400 fucking seeds to my forearm right now. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like,
sure.
So now we're talking seeds. It's probably like 2 cacti under her boobs, and the rest were seeds like glued to her body. But anyways, I mean,
I hate to be that search guy too. Like
Right.
he was
Ow,
like,
yeah.
he's like, oh, you've been,
Ow,
you've
fuck.
been randomly selected, you know, and then
right.
he comes over and starts patting, you know.
yeah, I could just. Ow! Shit!
Like, what?
You know, like, could you imagine? Did she deep prickle these, or did she just
Bro.
man up and go? You know what I mean?
What's crazier is like they were probably thinking that she had like drugs on her and shit, and they were just like patting her down for drugs, and they were like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then then they like undressed her and realized how, like all these plants were on her, and they're like, "Yo, what kind of weed is this?" And then she was like, "They're cactuses," and they were like. I feel like we're gonna charge you for something.
Really,
like-
everything in Australia
like-
is poisonous, anyways. What? Who cares if she brings some cacti in there?
Really? Like, were they poisonous cacti?
I don't know, but is it like maybe it's some kind of invasive species?
Bro,
But
I don't
everything
know,
in Australia
man.
is invasive. Ask Aussie Rick.
Yeah, he
There's,
might be on this season.
Whenever I was in the Marine Corps, like whenever we were coming back from other countries, or we came out of other countries or something like that, we always had to wash down the vehicles like spotless because of cross contamination. It was like a thing.
That's that makes. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense. So here, I'm going to continue on. She was sentenced to intensive supervision for 12 months in 100 hours of community work. Like, what is it? It's obviously not that big of a deal. I mean, we're gonna watch.
I really didn't give a shit.
For 12 months, we're gonna keep an eye on you.
Because she was smuggling cactuses, dude.
Like, there's more information. This has the monetary value and stuff. On March 24th, 2019, never mind. Lee strapped stockings containing 947 succulents and cacti, valued at over $10,000 to her body.
It wasn't the cacti; it was the succulents.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, that was the big one.
The cacti include. Dumb enough to put cactus on your body, I'm kind of down with you going wherever the hell you want with them. I don't know.
I mean,
this is kind of a long description, but this kind of feels like this is the hero story of that one guy who convinced his chief of police to be the plant smuggling guy with his plant smuggling dog. Go ahead. This was their one day of fame.
Bro,
wait. So
this is gonna be like a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah, right. So, in a separate incident on July 23rd, 2019, so this is after.
Yeah, this is a rash.
Lee was found in possession of 142 seeds hidden in packaged iPad covers in her luggage.
Yeah,
she was also carrying plants, pots, and ornaments, which were found to contain a snail and pieces of tree fern. They were wrapped in moldy, wet paper, also a potential source of disease.
I feel like
really, you go from oh man.
That seems like just let her in.
I mean, so it does say that the island nation has some of the world's strictest biosecurity laws to protect its agriculture and biodiversity.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't necessarily get that, but I never really read too much into it. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. Like America has ferns, you can't have fucking ferns.
Right,
you know
right. That makes sense.
Well, so I think that I think the main concern is like what is not an invasive species here because of our environment and stuff, you know, with the cold and stuff that kills things off.
Sure.
You get it over to a place in like New Zealand where it's warm often and stuff. You could possibly have a species that takes over everything and like kills out food. I understand biosecurity laws. I just am surprised that this lady was dumb enough to stick She either went through and plucked out every part of a cactus.
She wasn't dumb. She was
either be like she probably wrapped herself in something and then stuck the cactus. I mean, that's how I would do it if I was a cactus smuggler. So there you go. This is my admission.
All right, back in my days of cactus smuggling, you know, we just flew it in ourselves on our own plane.
Oh my god!
You know, you guys ever saw Blow?
Hey, El Chapo.
The story of Scarface wasn't about cocaine. It was about
all about cacti. That's why he had a scar.
They did cocaine for Hollywood.
Nobody was gonna like the real story.
No.
What? You know, the guy read the story. He's like, cactus? The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Cocaine.
No.
C word.
Listen, cactuses. He's smart. They're not going to be looking for cactuses. Maybe you're onto something. Maybe I'm onto something.
No, man.
No. It's
everything is great with the cactus.
It would have made that scene close to the end of the movie whenever he sticks his face into the pile of cocaine.
Oh yeah.
It would have made it a far different scene had it been cactuses.
Just like needles everywhere.
Gets up with all these cactus stuck on his face.
But that just shows you like how badass he is. You know, that just
dude, shoving your face into that pile of cocaine and then getting up with grenade launcher M60, like he's pretty badass.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I don't know many people that would get up from that table.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
A very valid point as well.
Oh man, the thought of what that would have been like that last ride, right? I mean, I bet he saw stars and shit that whole time.
Yeah,
he didn't know what was going on.
No.
All right, I'm gonna bring up the last thing here. Well, we got two more, but I feel like we covered this one kind of like your favorite attraction in Pittsburgh. You said Kennywood. You know?
No. He said that's his favorite thing about Kennywood. Do you have a favorite
thing
attraction?
about Pittsburgh, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite attraction? Could be a local eatery, could be a local like viewing point, something that like some place you like to go to, some place that you went
Could
to
be a
as
damn bar.
kid. Yeah, it doesn't matter, whatever. Like it may not even be there anymore, but like something that like a memory or about like some sort of like attraction in Pittsburgh here.
Does it got to be in the city of Pittsburgh?
No, I was
no,
even
no,
thinking
no,
like
no.
Ohio
Like,
Pile, Falling Water and stuff is cool. Like that's still
anywhere
Pittsburgh.
surrounding. That's all. And we show love for all Pittsburgh, bro.
It's not there anymore, but my favorite attraction would be the Charleroi VFW.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it might still be there. I don't know, but that's like, that was.
I
I
know.
mean, I got a Punchline hoodie on, so
I
I was there, 400 times to see them. That was like a weekend thing. You know what I mean?
remember
That's
that place.
crazy.
Yeah.
So, real quick, before you even answer this, I just want to throw out there like, how many shows like, and this is for everybody, but like, how many shows have you went to, like for Pittsburgh
Including
music,
my own.
including your own that you have played?
I'm
that were,
over
like,
1,000.
That were like in weird places though, like.
Do you guys have any of you guys remember Pancake Skating World?
Fucking right, I do. Dude, we played there with you guys, bro.
Did we?
Yes,
All right.
yes. Or I played with Drop Monday. But regardless, yes, I played there many, many times.
Oh, good times, man. That was where my old band used to play all the time.
This was like an old skate park, like
Nice.
It was an old
Fucking-
skating rink. Yeah, they had
like,
metal
that
bands
just had,
all the
like,
time.
bands
Yeah.
everywhere. Like, and they would play in like a corner, and everybody would be able to skate. Like, you remember like the skate parks, like the skating
Yeah.
rinks and shit. Like, yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, it was
like,
good
it was so
times.
good times. Yeah, and it was like up on a hilltop, so like nobody gave a shit. There's nothing around it. Like, at all. What about you? Did you have a favorite venue like growing up, like, or at any point in your life?
I mean, that would be it, to be honest.
would be it?
I mean,
Yeah.
My favorite venue is Laga.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to a lot of the. I mean, I hate Burgettstown. That's a worthless place. But
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
growing up for like the local scene and bands that were closer, I would say either the VFW or Mr. Smalls. Like what was that one that they just recently closed down again? The one-
Graffiti or something like that?
No,
Graffiti closed a while ago.
I can't remember the one that was like a altar bar.
Altar Bar, yeah.
yeah.
But then it was an altar bar. I don't remember what it was, but
There was Laga was my favorite, and Nick's Fat City was a
Yeah.
great one.
Yeah.
My best crowd surfing moments were at Nick's Fat City because you can get up on those railings that were on the side and jump onto the crowd, and they take you up to the stage, and then you jump back off, and you can almost like direct yourself back. You'd be like, just tapping somebody under you. I gotta go over there. And they'd be like, all right,
Yeah,
and move
yeah.
you. Yeah. My favorite, I'd say the South Side is probably one of my favorite attractions. Really, not
Yeah.
as I'm older, but if I'm gonna be nostalgic, just playing shows and partying down the South Side with people, and almost getting in fights and.
Josh, you've been to the South Side, correct?
I have.
All right. Can you explain what the South Side is to our viewing and listeners out there?
The South Side's kind of like, the strip of where everything's at. There's restaurants, bars, all up and down.
It's our party section is
dance
what I call it,
places. Our party crowd. We got, Pitt College right across the river there, and you know what I mean. Like we got a whole bunch of people just go there to have a good time.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! What is it? Tell me later.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little crooked.
Yeah.
That's not good. Okay. Anyways, never mind.
We were trying to explain the South Side before Mark got sidetracked.
No,
Where are we? What happened?
there's a lot of local favorites there too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You got
yeah.
the barbecue down there. You got
Nick's Fat City.
Yeah. Chicken on a stick.
Oh no,
Tom and
what's that?
Cajun.
Mike
The
and Tom-
Cajun. No.
Mike and Tony's.
Cambodian Kitchen.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Cambodian chicken.
That is probably the best secret food place in the city for people outside. The Cajun or the Cambodian Kitchen
Yeah.
down on the South Side.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude. If you want comfort food though, and you want to like eat too much food, go to Piper's Pub.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Piper's Pub, man. You get
Yep.
like bangers and mash or something like that. They're traditional, you know what I mean? But that food to put you to sleep afterwards, you know what I mean? They should have lounge chairs in there.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is like the underbelly of Pittsburgh. Like, that's why I'm glad that you're like bringing this shit up
I
because
think
like,
you just called me fat.
No, dude, I'm saying like
kidding,
we all eat. I'm saying like this is like
I heard him say it. I'll write a statement.
people come to this city and like we have a lot of interesting, fun cultural things.
Yeah, man.
Which brings me to my last question before we get to Mark's last news story.
Ooh, got one more.
Josh, if you could, logic. If you could spit a few Yinzer phrases for us in your best Yinzer accent, this is going to be our new thing. I want your
Yins
take.
can do it.
And I just want to see what Yin's impressions are of his Yinzer accent,
Yins and that.
You put me on the spot.
Yep. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it.
See, most people though, you just dig a little deper and you got it.
You
It's
know this.
ingrained in
You've
you.
heard it all your life, bro. You've heard it all your life. Think about it.
Yins, guys, I'm going downtown to watch the Stillers play.
Yeah. Yins, guys, we're going downtown on that.
That's perfect.
Let's go downtown.
And we've discussed this before. What's your take on like the Yinzer accent? Like, what do you think it is? Like, because it's like Pittsburgh, but it's English of some kind. But like,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why a lot of this is called Pennsyltucky. You know what I mean? I think that there's some southern roots in there and
That's a very good
some possibly it reminds me close to it, for me. It's close to like a more Cajun accent too.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Mumbled
with you.
and
yes,
yeah.
yes.
See, I was gonna say there's a little Midwest in there because we are
Yeah.
like borderline. We're like the stopping point for the Appalachians. you
Yeah.
know, and that's
We're
right.
called, I mean, we're called the melting pot for a reason. We got a lot of different cultures, different places here. It's
Those of you, we posted a picture recently. There's a city in Tibet or something that has 3 rivers, 2 rivers joining to make one, just like Pittsburgh. It's a sister city.
It's not as good.
It's not, but it's actually for where
Not
it
as
is. It
good.
looks like a very beautiful city.
Doesn't matter.
And
Not
if you
Pittsburgh.
look at it, you could see that there are 2 different rivers, and by the color. And so, if people don't know,
Doesn't matter.
we posted the answer. But the reason why Pittsburgh's rivers are 2 different colors is because the Mon is a mud bottom river and the Allegheny is a rock bottom. And you can actually see at the point where they blend together to turn into the Ohio.
That's
Just a little trivia.
That brings up a good point. We have a lot of fish fries here, right?
We
Like-
Oh,
do.
fucking right.
do.
Right?
We got a lot of Catholics.
And we have a lot of like 3-eyed Walmon, you know what I mean? That like come right out of the Mon and
3-eyed what? What'd you call them?
Walmon.
The fuck's a Walmon?
It's a wall. It's just a fucking fish with 3 eyes.
You're thinking
bro.
a walleye with 3
yeah,
eyes?
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's a Mon River fish.
We don't have any of that.
Walmart.
Yeah, dude.
And
we
do you know
don't
how
have
you
any of
know?
that.
Do you know how you know we don't have any?
Go fishing. Just go fishing
No,
with the
no.
Mon.
I'm telling you right now, you'll find gar, you'll find bass, you'll find catfish, muskie, pike.
Tell you what.
And here's
just
how
go
I know.
swimming
And
in the
trout.
Mon.
I have swam in the Mon many times. You're fine. Here's how you know that the rivers are clean in Pittsburgh.
Mark
They
has a third
weren't.
eye. It's underneath his hat.
It's under my pee-pee.
That's why he always has a beard. It's under his beard.
It's under my beard. It's like Chuck Norris's third fist. It's actually under his beard.
That's a giant eyelash.
No. So because the Eagles have moved back into the area, that's how you know that the rivers are clean. They moved in because they can finally eat from them. And that's why we have the Hayes Eagle and all that. It's because they can actually fish again and eat the fish from us.
Josh, do you think that's correct, or do you think Mark is a flat earther? Based off of that
I can't
statement.
stand flat earthers. Don't you? You try and use works. You're wrong. There's no. Oh Christ! Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ.
Sure.
Anyways, all right. Yeah. No. Don't get me started on that. Fuck. Oh, that's like. I'm done. Give me this.
What's your
need to get
last?
my-
Bring up your last story, goddammit. Bring up your last
Hang on,
story.
I gotta calm down.
Oh my God, he's upset now. I've upset him. Jesus.
Oh, I hate that idea.
Little bit
Christ.
here.
All right,
Oh,
last
yeah.
story. This is a good one. Alaskan. We're coming to you from Alaska with
Alaska.
bear news.
Bear news.
Bear news. Roar. Hey, Yogi. Hey, boo-boo. How about picking it back? Okay, so Alaskan woman attacked by bear while using outhouse. That sounds fucking scary, doesn't it?
Wait until you hear the circumstances.
And this is a quote on it. This is from the woman, Shannon Stevens.
Shannon.
I got out there and sat down on the toilet, and immediately something bit my butt right as I sat down, Shannon Stevens told reporters. Anchorage, Alaska. An Alaskan woman had the scare of a lifetime when using an outhouse in the backcountry, and she was attacked by a bear from below.
Yeah.
So this bear was literally sitting in the shit tank.
Real quick. Josh, we actually set up a GoFundMe page for this girl for her medical bills. And just to ask you a question, would you be willing to donate to this poor girl?
I have to be honest, it depends on what her butt looks like. Maybe it improved it.
No, hey, this question is for Josh, all right?
Sorry,
we
go
want
ahead.
to know if he's going to invest in our GoFundMe page. Clearly, it's for other things, but I'm just saying. We're not actually starting a GoFundMe page.
No, they're so full of shit.
Hypothetical.
that-
This is hypothetical.
I would think that maybe the bear would need the GoFundMe page, so I probably
That's
wouldn't be donating to the
interesting.
woman.
If it
Yeah,
were my
yeah.
butt, that's true.
Yeah.
But apparently she didn't do anything about it. I would have dropped an elbow right down on that fucking face.
I'm just saying, like, what does a bear do in like, a toilet, though?
So it kind of explains it, but like, yeah. So think of an outhouse, and it has to have a pit dug under it, right?
Right.
So she says, I got out there and sat down on the toilet, and immediately something bit my butt right as I sat down.
Bit your butt.
I jumped up and I screamed when it happened.
Interesting.
Stevens, her brother Eric, and his girlfriend had taken snowmobiles into the wilderness February 13th to stay on his yurt.
Relevance to the story, I get it. Go
Absolutely.
ahead.
Well, I mean, kind of. You know, they're out in the middle of nowhere, so they had to stay in the yurt,
had to
located
stay in the
about
yurt.
20 miles northwest of Haines in southeast Alaska.
I mean,
All right.
what
I
else
know
are you
exactly where they're talking about.
You visited the cross streets.
Hey, this is the 21st century. You could Google that shit. Figure it out. I'm not gonna.
They list all this stuff that's so ridiculous.
Her brother heard the screaming and went out to the outhouse about 150 feet,
thought he was riding a goddamn
45.72
snowmobile.
meters away from the yurt. Well, it wasn't that far. It'd taken longer to start the shit up and go. There, he found Shannon tending to her wound. They at first thought she had bitten by a squirrel or a
Was she
mink
like trying
or
to
something
lick her?
small.
Was she trying to like lick her own ass? Like
I'm pretty sure she was probably like pulling her pants down looking at it. Eric brought his headlamp with him to see what it was. I opened the
because you have
toilet
to.
seat. Just a bare face, just right there at the level of the toilet seat, just looking back up through the hole right at me. He said, I'd have fucking punched it.
So,
You know what I mean?
so whenever I saw it, I stuck my ass towards it because
No, he went in after and bit her. She was already turned. She never saw it. He wa-
She screams, falls out. She's tending to her butt. Her brother lifts up the toilet seat. There's the bear head chilling right there. I just shut the lid as fast as I could, I said. There's a bear. We got to get out of here now, he said. And we ran back to the yurt as fast as we could.
fucking detailed.
Right? Once safely back inside, they treated Shannon with a first aid kit.
Oh,
They determined
that's good.
it wasn't that serious, but they would head to Haines if it worsened.
Oh yeah.
It was bleeding, but it wasn't super bad, Shannon said.
Oh yeah. Her
This
butt
is
wasn't
such
that bad.
her butt. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. The next morning, they found bear tracks all over the property, but the bear had left the area. You could see them across the snow coming up from the side of the outhouse, she said. They figured the bear got inside of the outhouse through an opening at the bottom of the back door. I expect it's probably not that bad of a little den in the winter, Shannon said. I gotta be honest. If I'm freezing to death in the back country of Alaska in the winter, I too would probably crawl into a shithole for warmth.
Bro, what?
And I'd probably bite a butt if they sat up there and tried to add to it.
Well,
So
obviously, man. Like, but what the hell?
So if you read on, they're saying it was I'm not going to read the rest of this shit. This is really detailed.
It's all
they basically say it was probably a black bear.
Interesting.
She says in the end, I'm just going to be better about looking inside the toilet before sitting down for sure.
This is such bullshit, man.
I'm going to post that one. I'm going to post the stories.
That brother was out there trying to fuck his sister. And they made up that bear story because all that shit that happened.
They were like, "What happened in there?" And she was like, it was like,
What are you saying though? He bit her butt?
Yeah, he definitely did. He wasn't riding a motor ski like fucking like all the way down the street.
The article was in detail, but it didn't outline his sexual preferences. So
it didn't.
We won't know.
We have no idea.
That is just. I don't know. I mean, I have to be honest. I think the bear biting her butt is more likely in the middle of Alaska. And first of all,
well, sure, absolutely, yeah.
I don't like if I don't know if I'm in the middle of Alaska in a yurt, I'm just gonna poop out in the snow. Like I don't need an outhouse.
Josh,
you know what I mean?
When was the last time you were in Alaska?
When was the last time you pooped in an outhouse? Not a porta potty, because that's not the same thing.
Probably when I was 18-ish.
Oh shit! I didn't think you were actually going to have an answer for that.
Do you consider porta potties outhouses?
Absolutely.
I don't.
I do.
Okay, well, if you want actual outhouse, I would say 18. But porta potty, I mean, when's the last concert I was at? I don't remember. Like a couple years ago, year ago.
Good point.
Outhouses. I'll tell you what. You get really used to them if you work construction.
Well, you have to. I mean, where else are you going to go? The beam? Like, come on now.
I have.
All right, so let's bring this in with our final thoughts here. Mark, why don't we start with you? We're going to end with Josh's final thoughts. We'll let him ponder away a little bit.
My final thoughts are, you always look at the toilet before you sit down.
Oh, always.
All right. Ooh. I mean, Christ. Who doesn't look into it out? I mean, you got to see how far that is. You got to look at the toilet seat, make sure it's not going to, like, splinter your butt up. I don't know what she was thinking, but, like...
Always check your shit.
You always got to look first and after. Sorry, if you want to be healthy. I'm not very afraid of the giant penis tiny gecko. I don't think you got anything on us. You don't make me insecure, tiny gecko.
Mark feels very secure with his masculinity currently.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
No, I just don't feel insecure.
Yeah, that's exactly what, a very secure person would say.
Right. He wears Crocs over here and then goes home and puts on his, like,
I love my Crocs, though.
Yeah.
Have you ever worn Crocs?
I kind of have a pair for work. I'm not even
all right, then shut up.
They're pretty good. They're not like Crocs, but anyway.
What was the other news story? I didn't post the other news story.
No, you didn't.
Did we care?
No, we don't.
What was it?
I don't know. You didn't post it. I have no idea.
The chameleon one?
No, I posted that one.
The chameleon one? Are you talking about the cactus one?
Yeah, that's the one I want to post. Fuck, I got to find that again.
Yeah, find that again.
Well, somebody give your final thoughts.
My final thoughts are don't try to smuggle cactuses. I don't know, man. Fucking no. I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I'm not kidding.
Don't try and smuggle cactuses, especially into New Zealand.
Apparently, into New Zealand. Like,
there it is.
Just don't do it, man. Like, what the hell? What? Anyway. And also, Pittsburgh has a lot of good eateries. So, Josh, final thoughts?
It's a tough act to follow. I mean, I think that
you can touch on whatever you want, man. Go for it. It's just your final thoughts.
I think that the woman trying to smuggle cactuses was just trying to make a living.
I agree.
Destroying ecosystems.
How many children do you think she has?
Probably.
All right, they're all posted, guys.
9.5.
Absolutely, yeah. The half is she's pregnant. That's how she got half of those seeds in. Half those plants. That wasn't a belly. Those were plants and pottery.
I think that the doctor who's studying chameleon penises should
maybe rethink his life.
Like come into a different profession because I put you like there's pedophiles.
Slightly above that.
And like rapist, and you're in between the two. I think.
Oh, there's a question that I don't want to ask, but I'm going to now. Is what's worse, pedophile or rapist?
Oh man, that's
Yes.
deep.
Pedophile, rapist.
Oh.
Anyways, so yeah, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah,
though.
don't get into that.
Just a
though.
weird question that popped.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a wild question.
That was
Yeah.
a wild card, man.
What are you gonna do?
Wow.
I brought the gasoline. I brought the match. I'm the fucking wild card.
No, you
I'm
brought the
gonna burn
lighter,
this
bro.
fucker down.
You lighter, bro. You brought the lighter, bro.
Lighter, bro. Fatassclass.com. Use
Fatass
code
class.
LOUD for both. And the buddy bandana. Code WOOF. WOOF.
Josh.
I don't have any plugs, man. I'm sorry.
You on Twitter? You on Facebook?
Yeah, you wanna?
I am on Instagram. I'm public, but I haven't posted in like a year, so it's
Well,
boring.
now-
That's okay. Follow him anyway. What's your
Boring as
Instagram?
shit.
Time
man?
for a butthole shot.
What's it out? Shout it out, bro. Shout it out.
Rockered out is my Instagram.
Oh my God, you're gonna get like so many followers
Hard.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna get like all three of my friends.
It's gonna be like all kinds of Ray-Bans that are gonna be like, you're gonna sell our product for $24.99 now. Like, we're gonna post from your account. Like, they're just
Yeah,
gonna
because that's
steal-
the first thing that happens in fame.
That's it.
Absolutely, man. You don't have that shit on
Your next-
lockdown. You're
your
good.
next
Send you a
child.
code for discounted Ray-Bans.
Yeah, dude, it's terrible.
Ray-Bans. You gotta look good.
Negotiated into the celebrities' contracts.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
Yeah, and then-
Fake it till you make
Well,
it.
you know what happens after that is you turn to Scientology. That's what happens. You just turn into a Scientologist.
Well, I mean, it's the only reasonable religion.
That's
so.
it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You have so much money that you can follow Scientology.
Scientology. Oh my God.
I don't have to
No.
believe in anything. Nothing at all except
There
for science.
Are aliens?
Thrillers.
There could be. Tom DeLonge wasn't wrong. They negotiated into the coronavirus bill too. So
Absolutely. You didn't see the
UFOs
video?
are everywhere.
Oh, look it up on
Here it
YouTube.
comes.
Yeah.
No.
No,
No
I'm
politics, guys. Or religion.
no, it was.
We only talk about weird shit,
Weird
dumb shit,
Fun
shit,
and Pittsburgh shit.
and Pittsburgh shit.
What's good?
Yins motherfuckers.
Josh Rocker, thank you for being on the show tonight. We
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap
Come on.
it up.
Studio audience, clap it up.
Yes.
All right. Yep. Thank you.
Yes.
We
All right,
need
that's enough-
the extra.
That's
Thank
enough,
you.
That's enough clapping. That's enough clapping. Episode 28 in the books. We will see you next time here in about
Later,
a
Loudies.
week or two.
We love you. Thank you.